Switch out the bed, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
DC, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Ravens at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to line up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. So you talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Maynard will get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Back to the ground with Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Maynard. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play? You're talking about me because I blew up your phone all the week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing to start the drive. Maynard. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Maynard. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 8. It's a gain of 34. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Viking 18.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Now his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Spinning away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hopkins. Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 45.
Now it's Jackson. The throw taken in by Cole. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Hopkins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Parnell. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he comes back with one complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Maynard.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field. But it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Third and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there, as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Maynard. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Maynard. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
70 Lions. Let's go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Yeah, he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cole. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pass caught. That's Gordon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 40-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Hopkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hopkins. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hopkins. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp at all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Shrugs it off. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll run on first down. It's Hopkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. Hopkins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Following the fumble recovery, Maynard. Now he'll tuck. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Maynard. And got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A huge play there for the Jets. 42 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Maynard. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw. Maynard. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. 37 yards. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's complete to Cole. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And a catch made by Hopkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Sit hot, hot. Sit hot.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught at the 7. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Not enough. You solid, but it's not enough. You that are really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Shut down, motion, check. Shift. Yeah, here we go. Come on, baby, here we go. 180.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter